Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Caught close to the marker, it's Morgan. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go to work for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line. And the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jess.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defense. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He's got him.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And the Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The give to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down here for the offense. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Lofts one high indeed. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Morris. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. To the air on first down. On target. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out fast. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hits the open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. They're working that left side. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Underwood. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out of the backfield, he's open. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. A high kick trying to pin them deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Klein. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top, working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab behind the line. It's Klein. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Handoff from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15 Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick completion to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Looking to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to ride this running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a